What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday, October 5th. This is The Early Edge, your daily sports betting show of record. We are powered by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all of sports betting, and it's not close. Now, last night was a very interesting night. Sometimes you put out props, and they don't hit. However, we hit on the side, which is always your biggest bet. And if you watched Early Edge Live last night, then everybody was happy as we hit a plus 3,500 for the first touchdown of the game, courtesy our man Sia. So it didn't matter after that if you followed our picks at Early Edge Live. Now, you just saw on the recap that our man Zack Attack changed a life. So here is the first winner this morning of a year-long sub to SportsLine. At MoneyRook W. The jeweler will reach out to you on social media. Now, I want to remind all of you, because you all want the year-long subs. Everybody wants access to all the information. Well, the easiest way to play is our perfect parlay contest. Leave your best bet every single day in the comments section after the show starts. Leave your Twitter handle. Every time you leave something, write your Twitter handle. We can't get a hold of you. We can't pick you as a winner if we don't have your Twitter handle. Okay? So leave that. Easiest way to win. Now, last night when Sia hit, we had a little contest to get him over 2,000 followers on Twitter. You guys did that. So here during the show, leave your Twitter handle in the comment section, as I just said, and we will pick two winners because you guys see it over 2,000 followers. Now, housekeeping out of the way. Let's bring in the stars of the show. You know the names. You know the faces. We're running 4 deep this morning. M Squared, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. Yeah, I can't wait for playoff baseball. You know the thing that I love most is afternoon baseball. That changes when October rolls around. Nothing is more important, including the NFL, than playoff baseball to me. So I am absolutely fired up. Cannot wait for this week.
Oh, I've got to pivot now. So Mikey doesn't like afternoon baseball unless it's regular season or unless there's multiple games during the day. Okay, Jay Smooth. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. It's a big day for the Yankees. Big day in New York. We got a little bit of preseason basketball back at the Garden tonight. Everyone's going to be watching the game a little later in Boston. Excited. I mean, you know, the Yankees swept Boston last time in Fenway, so I think I got a good feeling.
I just said good morning. That's all I said. I just said good morning. That's all I said. All right. They've been asking for him. Matty Severance. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Yeah, it's like I say, arguably the best month of the sports calendar starts tonight with the playoffs on top of the football, golf, soccer, and then got NHL and NBA regular seasons right around the corner. So looking forward to it.
Now, the most important question before we go any further.
Yeah, let me know if I have any projectile vomiting going on behind that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
How is my man? How is the dog doing? That's what everybody wants to know. Just chilling. You took the stairs away.
The stairs were ruined. Yeah,
the stairs are gone. Oh my God, the stairs, they are gone. Oh my God. That literally was the best moment ever on the show. So Maddie, thank you and your beautiful dog for that. Zack Attack, you nailed the Chargers last night, baby. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm excited for the MLB playoffs. I don't have betting interest. I'll watch as a fan. I don't want it to ruin what's going on with football right now, but I'm diving into football right now. I've got a Thursday play that I'm going to say on the show today.
Zach, did you just swear at me? Did you just say you don't have a betting interest in the show? In the game? What?
Baseball.
How dare you say that? All right, let's get into storylines that could affect the betting lines. I believe only one of you have a storyline today, and M Squared, I'm coming to you.
Yeah, I think the biggest storyline here is obviously LeMahieu out for the Yankees, and then JD Martinez rolled the ankle. What looked pretty bad, and obviously he's not super mobile at this point in his career, so his status is in question. I think he's going to go ahead and end up playing, obviously going to end up taking that DH role tonight here at home. However, I think that it could potentially be a big factor for them. I don't know if you want him out there taking those at-bats on the ankle if it's really not 100%, because I don't think he's going to have the power that he normally would, especially up against someone like Cole. You could be looking at some extra strikeouts there if he is in the lineup. But that's something to watch tonight. It's definitely a big piece of news on Red Sox side. And then one last piece of news to keep in mind. These games are back to normal baseball. We will not have the runner starting at second base in any extra inning games.
It's funny, Mikey, that you should mention that, because our first play from SportsLine and our only play today actually addresses the over because our guy, Micah Roberts, he is on the over today because he says the Red Sox, they won 3 straight. The Yankees have lost 3 of 5. Garrett Cole, the last 3 starts, very concerning, according to Micah. Excuse me. Now, 2 of the 3 starts for Garrett Cole recently have gone over the total. So we're going to play the total over 8 in the wild card game tonight. Now, let's get to my guys. And by the way, if you are not a member of SportsLine yet, don't sit around and wait for you to win a year-long sub. You might, but we want you part of the family now. So use a promo code EDGE, and I'll give you 30 days for free. You can check it out, all the analysis, all the cappers, all my guys and my girls. You can have all of it. Use that promo code EDGE. All right, it's a Tuesday. Wild card playoff start today, so I need a little extra for my main man. I need a little extra today. M squared, you know the drill, son. Oh, give it to me.
All right, Coach, I'm going to head to the New York Yankees here. I like the -120 on the road with Garrett Cole on the mound. Not worried at all about his recent struggles. I think he's going to be fine, turn it on for the 1-game playoff. He's going to have a lot of leash here. I think he's going to go out there and pitch really well. This is what they brought him in for, this exact scenario. And I actually like that this is a road start for them because the thing that he's most vulnerable to is giving up like a solo home run or a 2-run shot, in the first 3 innings, right? That's okay if that happens. I would rather that happen on the road than I would at home just because the energy in the building gets a little down and negative for them. And I actually think it makes a big deal with this Yankees team. I think they rally around each other in this emotional spot here on the road without the distraction of their own home crowd. So I actually like this spot for them. I think they're the better team. We know they have the better bullpen, just an absolutely elite bullpen. And then I already mentioned the JD Martinez thing. If he is not completely healthy, he is by far the biggest threat to take Garrett Cole deep, and it's really not close. You could argue Devers, but I think the Devers, some of his strikeout issues are troubling against a pitcher like Garrett Cole. So big issue with JD Martinez being out. I love the Yankees -120. I think that this number should be closer to -145.
Wow, we are getting almost 25 cents of value for this game. A couple of things I need to handle real quick before we continue on the show. I've got 3 winners, courtesy of getting C over 2,000 followers, and we have already changed another life this morning too. So at GameBreaker22, at ZDoyle31, at Jeff there F28, you are the 3 latest winners of a year-long sub to SportsLine. Now, YouTube question. Jen Aldrich wants to know, hey, Coach, can you explain what we get from the sub that we don't get through these videos or through these shows? Mikey, can you take this one, please?
Yeah, so through the SportsLine subscription, you're going to get the computer simulations to every single game in every league. You're also going to get expert opinion if there is an expert pick on every single game. As you can see here on the screen, we've got the Rams-Seahawks game pulled up for next week already. You'll get the model picks. You'll get all of that. In addition to that, you'll get all the daily fantasy stuff. So there's a DFS optimizer on the site. You will have analysis from myself, Jacob Gibbs, and some others depending on the sport. But there is a lot of content, and it would take the full 15 minutes for me to describe it all.
Well, you did a very good job of that in about 30 seconds, so thank you very much. All right, the show must continue. And there's only one man that can pick us up and get back going where we want to go. Matty Severance, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, Jen, if you get a stub, I'll also send you my senior picture, and I'll sign it for you. So you got that going for you. I'm with Mike on the Yankees here tonight. I mean, Garrett Cole's like my Beetlejuice. Every time, if I say his name 3 times, I think I die, and I definitely go bankrupt. He just burned me all year, but he still has a much better playoff track record than Nathan Eovaldi does. Plus, as Mike mentioned, no Martinez, and don't overlook that Boston doesn't have Jose Iglesias either. He's ineligible for the postseason. Guy turned into Tony Gwynn after being claimed out the Angels. He was at like 360. So, and as again Mike said, the New York's bullpen is vastly superior. So I do like the Yankees here, although it's a win-win because if they lose, I'm happy. But then if they win, I'm happy financially. College football was a rough week last week. I blame the dog. I like Iowa -2 over Penn State. Could be a Big Ten title game preview. I think Iowa does get there actually out of the West, but Penn State probably won't out of the East. This may well end in a hockey score because they're number 2 and number 3 scoring divisions in the country. I'm just leaning Iowa really just because it's home and they've won 11. Hawkeyes have won 11 in a row. They dominated Penn State last year in Happy Valley. And the Nittany Lions haven't played on the road in like 5 weeks. So I just think that noise and everything is going to be a game changer. I think Iowa should be able to win by a field goal.
What's your dog's name again?
Snoopy.
So Jen, who just asked the question about SportsLine, said she'd prefer a picture of your dog,
Most would.
as opposed to you.
Again.
And by the way, Snoopy had the appropriate reaction to your picks while you were giving them. Dead asleep.
Yeah.
That's like our entire audience. Dead asleep when you give your. I'm kidding. You can't make this stuff up. Oh, I love Snoopy. All right. Now, up next, he is attacking the wild card game from a couple of different angles, which is what we like. We want variety here at the show. So, Jay Smooth, what do you got?
Yeah, a lot of the good points have been covered already. Mike and Matt are on the right side, in my opinion. I'm going to take the Yankees on the first 5 run line. I want a little bit of plus money here. You can get this at plus 120. I'm really taking this because I agree. Garrett Cole, this is the reason the Yankees got him. For these must-win games, the Yankees have been doing very well in these scenarios. Cole has been really a lot better. I don't think he's had a loss. Actually, I know he hasn't had a loss when he gets 3 runs or more of support this season. So you really just need the Yankees to get him a couple runs, and he should be able to handle his business. Yankees have taken care of the first 5 run line against the Red Sox in 5 of the last 6. So I really think that they should be ahead behind Cole after the 5th inning ends. And then I'm going to take a little parlay. I'm going to parlay 2 props. I think both I almost said Aaron Rizzo, but Aaron Judge and Anthony Rizzo are going to both be able to record hits tonight. Judge has a hit in 5 of his last 6. Rizzo has done very well against Eovaldi in his career. I just expect both of them to be able to get a hit. So if you parlay both props, you're going to be able to take that home at around minus 110, which is a pretty good price considering how locked in these guys should be today.
All right, so all we need is 1 hit from Judge and 1 hit from Rizzo. You put them together. I like that number at minus 110. All right. Let's get back focused on football, because when this man gives out a future, and this is what you would consider a future, it's 2 days. It's 2 days, but it's about beating the number. And by the way, don't forget, 2 p.m. Eastern this afternoon, me and my guys, Week 5 NFL mega preview live in your feed. So check us out there. You don't want to miss that. RJ White has been on fire. So Zach, you have dived in. You have dove in, whatever the word is, because you are focused on Thursday night. Talk to me.
Yeah, real good matchup between the Seahawks and LA Rams. And I actually think the road team covering streak's going to end here. I'm going to take Seattle at home, getting plus 2.5 against the Rams. We've seen the Dallas cover on the road. We've seen the Giants cover on the road. Carolina blew out Houston on the road last week. The Jaguars won on the road, or covered on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. So I think that streak ends here. I like Seattle at home. And what worries me here with the LA Rams, I'm not worried about their offense. I think they're going to get back in order. But that defense, they were reeling against the Cardinals. And I like what Russell Wilson did against the San Francisco 49ers last week. He made the adjustments along with their offensive coordinator, and they really got going. They ran Al Collins, Chris Carson, and started slinging the football up and down the field. I think they scored on 3 or 4 straight drives to put that game away. And Russ Wilson, Thursday night football since his rookie year, is 9-0 straight up and 8-0 in the division. I think that streak keeps going, but I'll take the 2.5.
Wow. Can you tell me that those last numbers again? If people weren't listening, what were those last numbers on Russell Wilson?
9-0 on Thursday night football. And of course, they play their division pretty much every single year. 8-0 in the division.
8-0 in the division, 9-0. By the way, that number is down in some places to 1.5, in other spots at +2. So this is why you got to get it in now, because you don't believe, Zach, it's going to go up, do you? Only going to go down.
Yeah, only going to go down. I think it might be a pick 'em by the time the kickoff starts.
All right, so get a couple of points of value before we get to Thursday. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, and it looks glorious on an American League Wild Card Tuesday. M Squared, he's going Yankees straight. You heard all the good nuggets. Then Maddie's backing him up on the Yankees, and also we're taking Iowa early -2. Basically, it's going to be, I think, kind of like the Seahawks around to pick them. This is going to be a great Big Ten football game. Then Jay Smooth, Yankees first 5. Let's lay it on the run line to bring that down to +120. Love it. Then we're going to do a little prop parlay. I love saying that. Prop parlay. Judge has to have 1 hit. Rizzo has to have 1 hit. You're getting it at -110. Let's go. Then Zach +2.5 on the Seahawks for Thursday night football. Get that in now as well. My goodness. Get that in as well before it goes down. Then 1 play from SportsLine. Yankees-Red Sox over 8. That courtesy of our guy, Micah Roberts. Then the gym, very simple today. Plus 274. Red Sox Yankees over 8. Panthers Lightning over 6.5. And by the way, many of you are asking about Allie. Where is Allie? Well, Allie has a life. She'll be here 3 days a week, and she is killing it in preseason hockey. And that is something I never thought I would say. But that's our go-to for hockey. Maddie, are you going to be doing some hockey this year too, right?
Oh, yeah. Not preseason, but yeah.
Yeah, I will, full transparency. When she told me she was going to do preseason, I was like, Last night, she nailed an over. She nailed the over last night. So that's her thing, and we're going to let it be her thing. All right. Don't forget, 2 p.m. Eastern this afternoon, week 5, make a preview. There's only one thing. You got your marching orders. See there? You weren't ready for that. You weren't ready for that. Let's take all of these wild card college NFL tickets straight to the pay window. For M Squared, for Jay Smooth, for the lady Killer, Maddie Severance, and for Zack Cimini, and the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. I love doing this stuff every single day. Tell your friends, your daily sports betting show of record. There's only one, the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.